Hi everyone, welcome back. So we will be going to discuss the further aspect of the retail sales. So retail sales, or doesn't matter what kind of sales it is, conversation is the key. Conversation plays a vital role, especially in retail sales, because most of the time you don't have any idea about the customer before they entered into the store. So somewhere you need to elicit, you need to get into their expectation, get into their like what are their pain, challenges, and everything. You all these aspects you will be able to explore only when you will have the conversation. It helps in so many ways. Like it helps in building the relationship. Very crucial. Relationship basically what why it works. It works in so many ways. Like it helps to build the trust. The very first thing. Apart, relationship will help to retain the customer for longer. Somewhere it will make the customer to repeat the purchase because it comforts the customer when the relationship already have with some existing seller. Though there are so many seller out there, but if they already have relationship with you, then definitely they will give up. You will get some preference over the other salesman available, over the other stores available. Apart, trust is a big thing to win. Is a is really a big challenge, especially in retail sales, because as I said, the time is very short in retail sales. So if you will have a good relationship, then definitely it becomes very easy to win the trust. Apart, whenever customer will require the same thing again, they will come back to you, and customer will spread good words about you, about your brand, and allows you to explore the non-verbal cue, helps in negotiation. Yes, indeed. Because see, somewhere customer, if you have the relationship, customer often don't leave the store without making the purchase. Though even you as a seller, if you have some hold on the pricing part, then you need to take care that if the customer is coming again and again, if customer is loyal in nature, then you need to quote the right price to to keep him loyal, to keep him coming back to you. And so that is why it always helps in negotiation. So most of the existing customer, they don't do much negotiation because somewhere they already have this trust in you that you would have given the right price. Allows you to explore the non-verbal cue. Obviously, if you will have the conversation with the customer, you will come to know, you will be able to observe from the non-verbal cues that where customer is putting a lot of stress, where is customer is taking a pause, where customer voice become louder, where customer pitch is becoming like the tone pitch becomes really slow. All these are the non-verbal cues for you to understand the different aspect of the customer, about their pain, challenges, about their expectations and everything. See, there are some recommendations I have for the retail sales. Always write everything. Whenever you are explaining the customer, I would prefer always write, because somewhere whatever you are saying a number of things which in a in a very short span you have already explained too many things to the customer which customer would might lost. So if you will explain each and everything in writing, first thing that it will make customer understand each and everything properly in a flow, in a good flow. Apart, while making the decision, customer would have all the information in front of them, so they will be able to make an informed decision. It really works. If you are not using, start from today. Take a small notebook which can be easily fit into your pocket, and all build the habit of writing. It, even you as a seller, would have so many things to record. So this diary will help you in recording as well. Listen and record properly, obviously, for you. So when customer is speaking, do understand, do write. So somewhere it will leave a positive impact onto the customer that you are taking their requirement seriously. And even you, while do, during the negotiation stage, you can look at it, your notes, which where you might get some points which can help you in the negotiation stage. Explain about the options available and keep observing the non-cues. For example, if you have multiple product, let's say smartphone. Why I'm taking the example of credit card, smartphone, so everyone can relate easily. So if I have multiple smartphones, so if I'm showing, let's say I already I already presented two smartphone, but somewhere customer is not taking that much interest. The moment I talked about the specification of the third product, specifically about the battery, I saw the change in gesture and posture of the customer. So it's a non-verbal cue, and it is very crucial, especially in retail, for you to observe so that you can get the idea. Sometimes customer, even you already done the qualification, but sometimes customer don't know or customer miss the point which is which is a relevant factor for their purchasing. So when you will observe the non-verbal cues, it will give you a great hint about the right expectation. Explain about offers only after ensuring that customer is eligible. Sometimes there are so many offers, for example, basis on the purchasing value. For example, if customer will be going to purchase 10,000, then they will get this. If customer is going to purchase like for $5,000, then they will get this. If customer will be going to purchase $1,000, then they will get that. So for example, if customer is there for to purchase, let's say 200 product of worth $200 or let's say $500, and he really don't have budget for to purchase the product worth $5,000 or $1,000, and he is not even that kind of customer who can make the impulsive decision only because of the offer. Don't tell them, because somewhere it will confuse them, it will disappoint them, and that disappointment could impact the final decision of the customer. So if customer is somewhere close, let's say he already have purchased $800, $900, then definitely you should tell him that, sir, if you will purchase like for 100 more or 200 more, then you can get this offer. So even it will somewhere delight the customer that you are thinking you have done something beneficial for them. So always consider this. If customer is, for example, if you are putting some EMI facility, you have the ATS, for example, in some smartphone, the ATS is like $2,000 average ticket size, $2,000, $2,005, and somewhere though you have the finance option available and you are feeling that customer do have the budget issue. So somewhere customer have the budget of 1,500 and you are planning to sell him the product of 2,500, then obviously this payment facility or EMI facility would be required. Installment facility would be required. But if first get to know that if customer have sufficient document for the application process or not. Because if you will pitch him, then again, it will confuse the customer and they can leave. If ask customer to buy, if customer is still rigid, then ask for contact details for follow-up. Sometimes some customers who really don't want to take immediate decisions. It is basically, there could be so many factors. For example, might be he is a person is planning to purchase this smartphone for their kid. And you are explaining each and everything properly. You have done everything perfectly, but still the customer is not ready to buy immediately because he wants to get the confirmation from their kid. Then only they will be going to purchase. So if you push really hard, then what would happen? It will somewhere push the customer far away. So that is why if you get that sense that anyway customer will be not be going to close today, though you have to try, because in retail sales, if customer is living out of the store, only 10% chances are there you will be going to close them. For example, if 100 customer left the store, max you will be able to convert 10. That is a very huge ratio I am telling you. So that is why it is always recommended to close the customer there and then. But if you will get to know for sure that customer is not going to get closed, then it is recommended to take the contact details for the follow. Even if customer do hesitate to share the contact details, always do some sales over here as well. So there will be some good deals. So there will be some good events, sales event coming. Then there will be some good discounts on the floor. I will definitely connect with you. If such thing would happen, if there would be another launch, then definitely I will notify you if I will have your contact detail. So always take the contact detail, because if you will just leave the customer without taking any contact detail, then definitely there are very less chances that customer will be going to contact, because the customer have multiple things to do, and they tend to forget these kind of things. So if you will take the contact details, then definitely ball will be in your court and it will become easier for you to follow up. Because I'm not saying that you will be going to close all, but even if you are getting like 7%, 8% closing by doing this, so great. It will add up. It will somewhere add value in your overall target. FOMO. Very important, very important. Fear of missing out. What if customer is not going to purchase this product? Then what could happen? Or what if customer is not going to purchase this product today? Then what could happen? These all are the part of the negotiation. But do understand. Always give the fear of missing. Sir, if you are not going to purchase this product today, believe me, the kind of demand this product is having, it will get sold out very soon. And then there won't be any stock for another 10 days or 15 days or whatsoever. Sir, the price what I am giving it to you, believe me, you are getting the best price. If you will come after 2 days, you won't get the same price again. So what if you are not going to shift with this technology, then definitely it will gonna impact your daily usage. So this kind of fear of missing out is very important. It will create sense of urgency, basically. This is one of the tool to create the sense of urgency. And creating sense of urgency is a part of ask for closing, which is very important, especially in retail sales. For responses, like I'm just looking around somewhere, if you are in a store sales, so you often listen this kind of response from the customer, especially in brand store. I'm just looking around. I will let you know if I need any help. Always respond with on a lighter note, so it can comfort the customer. So customer can come to you again. Okay, sir, today we have a great offer. Looking around is free today. It is somewhere I read this and I found it really funny. Today we have a great offer. Looking around is free today. So you can walk, you can check, you can. What if customer is avoiding sales? Some customer don't want someone to shadow them, someone to follow them. So it is not recommended to keep following them, keep asking them. So always take a step back, but always be in so if the size of the store is too large, so always stand somewhere so customer can spot you easily. Because sometimes even the customer don't like you following, they would have, most of the time it happens, they would have some questions, some queries, then definitely they will be going to ask for someone. So that is the time to start the conversation, and conversation is the key. Once you have the conversation, it will open the room for you. It will give you the opportunity to get into the other stage, to close the deal, to convince the customer, to understand their need and everything. At the end, never let the customer leave the store without having any conversation. Very important, because it's a kind of lose-lose thing. Most of the time, sometimes customer visit into the store, they look, even if they are looking for something, they don't find it and they just leave the store without even having the conversation. Don't let the customer do it. So always approach in such kind of scenario. It might sound pushy, but you have nothing to lose. Anyway, customer was going away. So rather than leaving him go like that. Take a chance. I am not saying that like you will be able to close 70 or 80% some for like this kind of customer. But even if you will be able to close, let's say 10% of the customer, so these small percentage adds a great value in your overall target, in your overall incentive or commission. So might be you already have this solution, but not on the display. So you will be able to communicate with the customer. You will be able to have a conversation at least. So at least you will be able to understand that what exactly they are looking for. Even if the pricing issue are there, you might have some products which you can sell at the lower price. So that is why having the conversation is very important. At the end, do communicate the upcoming events and take the contact detail. If any way you are losing the negotiation and customer is walking away, no issues. Maintain the same energy, maintain the smile, and always communicate them to take the contact detail that, sir, if there would be any upcoming events like festivals, discount sales, though if I will have your contact detail, I will be able to notify you so you can get some good deals. Thank you. So if you have any queries or feedback to share, so I would really welcome some feedback because I'm not a professional teacher or some. So when I'm learning, I'm still learning, and as I said that I really don't have 25 or 30 years of experience in sales and especially in retail sales. So if you believe that I would have said anything which is wrong, or if I could improvise something, I would be really happy if you can share some feedback for that. So you can mail me on my email ID, which I've already shared. If in case you want to connect with me, so link my LinkedIn profile, QR code is there. Thank you. Have a good day.